We help youth feel empowered to make changes in their own communities, and that we do that through music and the arts. And so I was looking for teams to put together, to cobble together, and I thought about Dave Reynolds, and I thought, I don't know exactly in words, I can't say exactly what I'm looking for, but that's it. These kids got to actually create their own musical instrument from scratch. That marimba ended up being housed at the new local high school, and I've been back actually twice since that trip. The marimba is still there in their music and arts room, the first of its kind in that community. Dave and his marimba and our presence there planted some seeds that have flourished there over the last several years, and those seeds are the recognition of music and the arts and what that can do for the lives of young people.
And David has been a huge influence in our community, and not just the music, but in the joy and in the enthusiasm that he brings to his position and to the students, spreads to the entire community and all the citizens. And so the Vienna community is a better place because of David Reynolds.
But he also teaches kindness, compassion, empathy towards others, helping children gain these life skills as well as the academic skills and music skills that they're going to need to be successful.
Build relationships with students, connect with them on whatever level they are at, and embrace them for who they are.
I hope that as an educator myself, I can impact my students in a similar fashion the way Mr. Reynolds has, to get students engaged, working on their communication skills, and just get them to, learn to love life and express themselves through music.
His music class is a very safe place for us to express our love of music.
He is patient, and he's just really
caring, creative, kind, awesome.
He is the best teacher that I knew in the whole world.
He's the nicest person, almost in the whole entire world.
He just cares for us so much, and I love him for that.
The best word I can think of to describe Mr. Reynolds is magical. He is the most talented music teacher I've ever seen.
There's an impact, beyond the educational part, where it's, my oldest daughter has, struggled with, some anxiety of actually getting herself into the classroom.
I'll just be sad or nervous or anxious about something, and then he'll just cheer me up by getting to express yourself with a love of music.
When my dad passed away, he was there for me 24/7 whenever I needed it. He was just a phone call away. And he used music and his personality to just make me and my mom feel so much better. And it was just really nice knowing that we had someone in the community we could always count on. And when my mom got sick, Mr. Reynolds did the same thing. He was always there for us. He would message me all the time and make sure I was doing well. He would check in with me. He would come by and see my mom and check on her. I remember one of the best nights of my early high school career is when Mr. Reynolds came over and my mom made, I think it was spaghetti or lasagna as usual, because it was one of the only two things she could cook. And we just hung out, and I think we watched Jeopardy, and we played my acoustic guitar, which was really out of tune, but he didn't even care. And he listened to the songs that I wrote, and we just hung out with my mom. And it was really, really nice to know that I have someone, a role model, who will support me and care for me and my family no matter what the circumstances. And I really love him for that. And I know my parents loved him a lot too.
He really means a lot to me because I was shy and I was scared of everything, really. And I didn't feel comfortable with anybody. I barely had any friends. And the only class I felt comfortable in and felt safe was Mr. Reynolds' music class. And he had the confidence in me that I could become a great person and that I didn't have to be shy forever. He just made me feel great about myself. And I decided to open up. My stage fright disappeared because of him. And he made my life so enjoyable and happy. It's hard to describe how amazing Mr. Reynolds is as a music teacher in just words. All I have to say is that you have to experience it.
You can teach people all the notes in the world and all the techniques in the world, but you can't teach them the empowerment that comes through music, the resilience that comes through music, unless you're sharing something that you already know to be true yourself and you have a way of embodying yourself. And that's what Dave Reynolds does better than anybody I've ever met.